Warning, the stock market likely hasn't bottomed yet. I have all the details and what you want to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. All right, so if you've been watching the stock market lately, you've been seeing it go down and down and down, what seems to be like every single day, typically to the tune of a couple percentage points. Well, a lot of people are wondering right now, has a bottom been put in this market, and is it time to jump in, buy the dip, and start riding this thing back higher all the way back up to new all-time highs? That's exactly what we're going to cover right here in this video, and sadly to say, the analysis is showing no, a bottom has certainly not been put in yet. So I want to talk you through what to look for to see when a bottom is put in and talk about all the details about this. But don't get me wrong, equities are certainly on sale right now. But who says this sale can't go from just a general basic sale to all of a sudden a flash sale? We all like a flash sale, right? Well, that's what we need to watch for, because the flash sale is where the opportunity sits. However, let's be real with ourselves at the same time. We are in a bear market. The market is in a bear market. At the same time, when a bottom is put in, it's likely not going to be a long-term bottom, but rather it's likely going to be just simply a bear market rally. Typically, bear market rallies happen very swiftly, and typically they are a very ferocious rally that rips higher, and typically it just gives you a great opportunity to either exit a position or enter into a new short position and take it the next leg down. So we want to talk about all of that right here in this video, because this market is probably very far away from a long-term bottom. However, maybe a short-term bottom will be coming in relatively soon here, but we need to look for some classic signs. And unfortunately, like I said, the analysis is showing a short-term bottom is not put in yet because we have not seen the telltale signs of a bottom quite yet. I want to point that out for you really quickly and let you know what you should look for when that short-term bottom will be coming in. Now, what are the signs here? And again, I want to make it very clear here, this is not financial advice, this is not investing advice, this is not trading advice, this is not advice in any way, shape, or form. I don't know your situation, I can't give you advice, but rather I can point out a few things that I want to point out to you so that you can pay attention to it to see when a bottom will be put in place. All right, here's what you need to look for. Capitulation. In other words, when are people throwing in the towel? They haven't thrown in the towel yet. I know you might be thinking, but wait, the market has gone down like 2 to 3%, like a lot of days here for the last week or so. Yeah, I get it, but guess what? That is not capitulation. No, capitulation has not happened yet. In other words, our traders, our hedge funds, the managers, money managers, are people throwing in the towel. We have not seen it yet. And here's what you need to look for. One of these days, when you come in, the market opens up, it either gaps down significantly, or maybe it even gaps up, or even just opens up flat. And all of a sudden, it seems like the rug is pulled out from underneath it, and the thing just goes down, down, down really fast. That's what you want to look for, okay? Now, here's the thing. Typically, capitulation days are preceded by days that come into it with the market coming down quite a bit, just like we've been seeing here lately. This is good stuff, right? Just like today alone, the market was up about 1.5%. It was doing great. And all of a sudden, it reversed, and it was down a couple percentage points by the end of the day, right? This is great. Again, if you're somebody looking to jump in and possibly get into a short-term bottom on this thing, if you want to be one of those buyers that steps in at the bottom of a short-term bottom in a bear market rally, again, these can be very swift, ferocious rallies. You've probably seen them before if you've been watching the market for any length of time now. They rip higher and they rip fast. They are real quick. They're kind of fun, to be honest with you. If you can buy at the right time, oh boy, it's a fun time, right? But if you buy at the wrong time, it's not fun, right? Yeah, been there, done that. Anyway, I want to tell you what to look for here, just to kind of make it very clear what you should be looking for capitulation and for the short-term bottom. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, we've had many days coming in down, 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 multiple percentage points. This is good. However, capitulation should be coming one of these days here. Here's what you want to look for. Again, the market's either going to open up down. Maybe it's going to gap down 1%, 0.5%, 0.75%, 1.5%, something like this. And then shortly after the market opens, maybe it goes up a little bit. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It's okay. It can go up a little bit. Maybe it bases around. Probably not. Maybe it does base around a little bit, or maybe it starts just going down right away. This is a good thing. Now, here's the thing. When the market has one of these days, it'll open up, like I said, maybe down, maybe flat, maybe even gaps up a little bit. But you want to see a down day after many days down, just like we've seen right here. It's been down multiple percentage points for many days in a row. This is good. We're setting up the stage for a nice capitulation day, okay? Now, when the market comes in, and all of a sudden it seems like the bottom gets pulled out from under it. And all of a sudden, in short order, the market is down 2.5%, 3%, 4%, 5, 6, 7% in a short amount of time. Now I get it. The circuit breakers are in there. And yes, if it goes down, 6% in a short period of time, they shut it down for a short amount of time. I get it. I totally understand that. But my point is, wait for one of these days where the market comes in and all of a sudden it seems like the rug is pulled out from under it, and all of a sudden it is down fast. 2%, 3%, 4, 5, 6%, something like this, or maybe even more. That's what you want to look for. That is the capitulation, okay? Got to look for that stuff. Especially after big down days like we've been seeing lately. This is good. It's setting the stage. Honestly, based on the analysis and everything that I'm seeing here, it looks like a capitulation day is probably coming here pretty quick, okay? Maybe in the next couple days here, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. I'm not really sure. We typically don't know when it's going to happen, but when it does, it's very obvious. You want to see a big, big, big day down. More than just 2%. 2% is great, but it's not enough. It's not good enough. Not for capitulation. You got to see something big. But here's the thing. Here's typically how these days work. The market opens up down. It runs down, like I said, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7%, something like this. And all of a sudden, maybe an hour after the market opens, maybe 2 hours, maybe halfway through the day, it pegs a bottom. Here's what you can do. If you're looking at charts, if you're looking at candlesticks, something like this, zoom down into maybe a 2-minute, a 5-minute, something like this, and start looking for bullish patterns, right? Hammer patterns, hammer candlesticks, things like this. Bullish patterns on a small time frame chart. When you start to see this and you see the candles start dancing around quite a bit, this may be that bottom after it has gone down multiple percentage points. Again, not 2%, more than that, 4 or 5%, more than that even, something like this. When you start to see this happening, this may be a short-term bottom. Again, you want to check out all of your other, analysis that you may be looking at. You might be looking at indicators. You might be looking at volume. You might be looking at all kinds of different things, which, by the way, another thing you might want to look at, and again, not a fan of volume, not a fan of indicators. Don't look at that. Well, I'm going to say this much. You can look at whatever you want. I'm going to say this for me. I don't look at any of that stuff. Simply look at price. That's all you've got to look at, because all it is supply and demand, okay? But here's the thing. Take into consideration maybe volume if you're somebody that watches volume, but watch it on a daily chart simply because that's where it's really going to matter. But you're going to see on capitulation days big spikes of volume, okay? You're going to see it on the daily chart, a big spike of volume. That's all the people coming in, throwing in the towel saying, I'm done, I'm over, can't stand it, get me out of this position. That's when you got to see the capitulation happen, and that's when it's time to step in and buy. But again, this is not advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, and I certainly can't tell you how to invest it. I'm just telling you what to look for on days that you may be looking for that short-term bottom in the market. That's what you can look for. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. I'm keeping a close eye on this one because it might get exciting here real fast. But again, just based on everything going on right now, this is likely going to be only a short-term bottom. Likely it's probably going to rally, maybe a few percentage points, maybe 4, 5, 6%, something like that. Likely going to top out again and then roll over, and it's going to be the next leg down. So be aware of that, okay? This is likely just going to be a short-term thing until it gives its next little breath, and then it's just going to be another shorting opportunity a little bit higher. But again, this is just what I'm seeing out there, but who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong, or maybe I'm completely right. Only time will tell, right? Anyway, hope this one helps you out. I'm going to keep watching this, and I will keep you posted with any new details that I find on this, and of course, whatever the further analysis shows, and maybe that day will be coming here relatively soon. Hope this one helps you, and I hope that it helps you make some money going forward. Anyway, enjoy your day. Subscribe down below, share the video, and go back and check out some of the other videos right here on the channel. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you again later in the next